All right. Well, I've already gone through this once. Let's see if it works this time. I don't know. I don't know what I did, but apparently it wasn't going anywhere. So I couldn't even find it on my channel. When I went into my channel on my other one, I couldn't find it. So I don't know if it worked or not. Then, for that matter, I don't know if it's working now. It says I'm live again, but it said that last bloody time. So I don't know. Who the hell knows? I won't know until I see somebody pop up on the screen and say something. Let's see. If I view my channel, let's see what it says. It doesn't say a damn thing about me being live, so I guess I'm still not live. You know? Let's see. Jump. That derelict RC crazy. Yeah, I still don't think I'm live. Wait, I see two people. It looks like there's another person up there. No, no, I see an eye, and it says two. So maybe there is somebody here. I mean, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I see it. Who's here? Who's the lurker? Come on, say something. So, anyway, let's see if I can pull up chat. StreamYard's chat is notorious about lagging. So I'm going to see if I can do something about that. And let's see, search. Let's see, love my drones. That character, bloody lunatic. Oh, you clicked the wrong thing, you dummy. Here I am live. Here I am live. Hey, Swine Flu, how you doing, brother? What's up, Josh? Here I am live. I need to mute that crap right off the bat. Hey, Flyer Tuck. I haven't seen you in a while. I know I've seen you before, though. And that's a perfect name. I love the name. Let's see, I gotta pop out the chat so I can get back to live. The swine flu, gotta love the swine flu. The flying pig. Didn't you say you did something the other day, Josh, that you were very pleased with? Something like that. Yeah, thanks, Flyer Tuck. It was weird because this is my second attempt at going live, and I'm just fooling around, really. But it's been a while. And then I want to know if anybody had any suggestions. What do y'all do with your? Okay, because let me see. Let me do this. Let me change my camera real quick. Do the old workbench. Okay, so oh, Central Texas. Okay, cool. How's the weather there, Texas? Um, so there's my Mad Dog 1.2. You see all okay. The other day, Sunday, okay, Saturday, I did the excavator gap. Okay, Fire Tuck. Swine flu, that's Josh Elam. Now his name used to be his YouTube name, but now he changed it to Swine Flu FPV. So I know he's seen it, but you haven't. Oh wow. Nothing happy to report. I dig it's cold and snowy. Yeah, I don't know how y'all put up with that weather, man. I'm in it's snowing in Texas? Damn. But anyway, my last couple of videos, I said something about power looping this group of trees. I fly between these two groups of trees all the time. But I'm like, man, that'd be a cool spot to do a power loop. So I attempted that. And it didn't work out too well. But what you see now is my bird. And I finally, if you see all those little brass things laying about, those are all different connectors for whatever you call that coax cable, SMA, SM. This is a pain in the butt because they're all, hey, Kenny, because some of them are male, some of them are female, some of them have collars, some of them don't. So anyway, when I was attempting the power loop crap, I came in. I after watching the video, I saw what I did wrong. But anyway, I came down on the antenna and it busted. Because if you look, you can see where the end of the VTX is right at the end of the frame. So I used a couple different couplers to change it to the right sexual orientation so I could hook it back up to my FPV antenna, but now it sticks straight out the ass. There used to be a 90-degree connector there coming out of the VTX so the antenna would stick straight up. Well, I'm like, I fly around with that thing hanging out his butt. I know I'm going to break that thing off. So I don't know. That's just, I went through all them connectors looking for the right combination of male, female. Does it have a collar? Does it not have a collar? It's a pain in the butt. Half of those connectors, actually, 90% of them connectors are useless to me. So anyway, there you go. That's the current state of affairs. And I need to think about what to do to secure it, because it's not going. I don't like the way it is now. I mean, I guess it could come out the butt like that, but so low. I mean, and see, here's the other. I mean, for you builders out there, where's the best? Like on the Batman, the VTX was on top of the stack. And then it had this little tiny coax cable that came out from it, and then you coupled that to the antenna. Well, I don't have one of those. I guess I should get one of those so I could stick the TX somewhere different from where it is. Because the other problem I run into is on the top of the frame, you run your back. If you stick stuff up against the top plate, then how do your battery straps work? Okay, I got you. I got you, Swan Flu. Yeah, I don't have the. I just need to buy some different connectors. But see, this is what screws me up is the damn terminology. Okay, because you have the ones with the collars on them that's meant to screw against another piece, and then you have, but some of them are just male like couplers. But then you gotta have female, female, or be any male, female. I mean, the terminology has me all screwed up. Hey, you built a rooster, did you? Yeah, and see that's the problem. Fire Tuck is I don't know any FC I've bought. People swear by. You know, a lot of people are loving the Mamba F405 stack, and the bird you just saw a few minutes ago, that is a Mamba F405 in there. Now, recently, just got one of these. So I'm going to try flight 1 on the Batman, because the Batman 220, it's a HGLRC drone. It is my first 5-inch actually, and I won it for free. I freaked out when I got that. Oh, I've been flying little guys. I'm telling you, Batman 220 was quite the leap from what I've been flying in the race quad area, you know. I went from a bug sick to a fully acro capable bird, like, you know, I had 2S to a 4S demon. It was a demon. But I've heard a lot about the roosters. Roosters supposed to be a pretty cool bird. Been around for a little while, I think. But Kenny, you back up there in the cold, I take it. Are you gonna make the Cuba trip or what? You talk the old lady into it? Your family just had to immigrate to Canada, didn't they? Up to the frozen white wasteland. Oh, you booked it yesterday, did you? Cool. So when are you supposed to go there? I think Cuba's gonna really take off. Oh, back to Mexico. Well, hey, Mexico worked for you, brother. I mean, that's cool. Hey, Ryan, how are you? RDFPV. Oh, no, you're Ryan's RCs now. That's right, because you do the truck too. Hey, Pond and More, how are you? Cheers, mate. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, mate. I actually invited a couple people here, but they the Maytech F7. Ooh, went F7, did you? The titanium camera mill. Okay. Hey, Michael. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear you're sick, Michael. That sucks. The bell worked for a change. I'm surprised. Usually does. Hey, Max there. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I can do that. There you go, brother. I had to hold some fingers down to do it. Your Kakootie? Is that how you say it? Is that how you would say it? Swine flu? Kakootie? Kakootie, Kakootie. Sport my night train shirt. Don't forget whistle stop every Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Check out Mr. If I can point right. I can't. The camera's backwards. It's really weird, man. Check out Duga FPV, who crashed and killed another Whoop. 2S Whoop, I think. Kakute. See, isn't that what I said? Hey, man, I'm from the South. I talk funny, okay? Close enough. See, I excuse me, I had to get another beer. See, I myself have yet to build a damn thing. I fixed plenty of stuff, you know, but I've never built anything from the ground up. And I have some parts list that various people have given me. EBR for one, Irwin, over in the UK. And he is a firm believer in the F405 stack, by the way. And then there's the first bird I got. Hey, Phantom, how you doing, brother? The first 5-inch I got was the Batman 220. During the Batman's life, he has had one frame replaced, one motor replaced, one VTX replaced, and now he needs a stack replaced because the ESC burned out on it. So what I got for it was the Flight 1 Revolt OSD and the Extreme Thunderbolt ESC to go with it. So that transplant has yet to take place. So that'll be closest to a build I've ever done because it's the whole 9 motors, whatnot. I'm looking forward to it because Plummet FPV loves his Flight 1. Oh, Holy Squish. Let me give Holy Squish a shout out too because he loves it as well. I think all you guys have seen my excavator, the excavator gap. I was quite pleased with that. No, I hope it'll be a sweet rig flyer tuck. I don't know. All I've ever played with was Betaflight stuff, you know, but Plummet says, "Oh man, it's so much easier." Yeah, exactly. Well, I wasn't going to say your name, but it's Josh Elam, the Mr. Flying Pig, the one that you're just realizing it, fam. That's funny. He just decided to have his a more unique name because Josh Elam didn't have FPV in it at all. And it worked perfect, first of all, with the Flying Piggy, but he 3D printed. But the logo is awesome. Who did the logo? Did you come up with the logo? Or did Tiff come up with that? Here you go, getting your brand on. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. It's nice work, brother. Too cool. Oh, you did the logo. Nice job. So you just sent that to Tip so she could do some stickers or something? I should have known somebody had 3D print stuff like you 3D printed that pig would be able to do your own logo. Ah, you started with the pig quad, did you? Oh, that's cool. That's even better yet. So I guess you like took different angles and stuff and figured the right one and then just said, oh yeah, I can play with that. That's cool. Hey man, I like to have one of your decals when she does them up. Okay. Hey Tim, how you doing? Thanks. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, what the hell am I doing? I didn't even I haven't been paying attention. Apparently, I've been slacking on my moderator duties. You guys are supposed to help me out with this. If y'all don't have blue jeans, you need to let me know, because who is it that uses the blue jeans thing? I can't remember. Head on view was the best. There you go. That's awesome, man. Oh, look, I'm going to tell. Hey, Crystal. Hey, this is a Wacky Wednesday warm up. You going on tonight, babe, or what? I'm feeling kind of wacky myself, so I need to hang in there. What do you fly? I mean, you can just, I don't know. Logos are hard. For me, it was easy because I'm such a huge Lord of the Rings fan and all. Hey, Adam. Hey, brother. What are you doing, brother? Oh, 8 p.m. Okay. Well, I will set an alarm for it, Crystal, because you bounce between 7 and 8 a few times. So, I know it's 8 now. I'll set an alarm on my phone, babe. Just messing around with stuff. Adam, did you fly this weekend? I know you were planning on it. Hey, Two Stroke Me, how you doing, brother? Let's see, like swine flu, Josh. I mean, to me, your emblem. I mean, I guess all of a sudden it popped in your head. Oh, damn! The flying pig, the flying swine, is what everybody knows me for. Yes, you did. How'd you do, Adam? Hey, Chris, how are you? Yeah, I'm an old man. That's awesome, Adam. So how'd it go? How was your session? What'd you break? Did you break something, Adam? Quad flew like crap. You ran with your unique. Yeah, the flying pig is very unique, no doubt. No doubt, indeed. uh, Luis Baduga says hi to everybody. He says he's working in the back. Oh, he's working, and he's working in the back. Oh hell, I hate when I do that. You've been down for 2 weeks. What's wrong with your bird? Yeah, see, Adam, Mr. Flight One. Yeah, he's supposed to be working. Baduga's supposed to be working. He just came in to say, be here, I guess. On it, Chris. Oh, great to see you flying something again. So, I'm sorry, I can't watch the airsoft stuff and stuff. Get back to work. I was a slacker today. I took off about 1:30. I had enough. My back was killing me. Hey, Mrs. Green Thumb. Wow. I haven't seen you in forever. Although I haven't been to your channel in forever either, but I guess I can't say much. We're a bunch of FPV people here. Well, for the most part. We fly those crazy things with 4 propellers on them they call drones and rip around like maniacs. You're out early today, huh, Chris? Flying or out of work? Oh man, inventory. Yeah, Crystal, I know the environment you work in. Inventory has gotta suck in a place like that. An electrical distributor company, yeah, that's nasty. No, it's not, Phantom. However, Phantom, if you think about the money that somebody, some people put into just their truck, the custom rims and stuff like that, FPV is actually pretty cheap compared to a lot of hobbies out there. So everybody, shout out to Wacky Crystal Justice, Wacky Wednesday coming up tonight at 8 p.m. I'm trying to do a little warm up, so to speak. I didn't call it that. I could have called it that. But on Wednesday, everybody's wacky. Because we're like, especially after Wednesday is over with, because it's like, woohoo, we're on the downhill slide now. You know? Hey, Mrs. Green Thumb, I'll have you know, it's been 1989 since everything snowed down this way. All right, man, Flyer Tuck. Enjoy supper. Indeed. Thanks for stopping by, brother. I don't know, Wonder Woman. Yeah, Wacky Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday is part of, well, not part of, it's kind of, it's, it's, it's set apart but tied in with the Drone Network and the FPV Noob Tube because we're all kind of family. We've all been playing around with drones for a while. And yeah, hey, Chris, there have been a few people that have expressed interest in flying crash and trash airfields, by the way. Oh, that's a drag, Chris. Hey, Chris, I'll tell you this. I'm sorry, brother, but I can't watch simulator videos. I don't even like playing a simulator on my computer, much less watching somebody else play one. So sorry about that. Yeah, see, I don't know. I never cared for this. I guess my hey Feldrick, how are you? I appreciate you stopping in. Aren't you over? You're across the pond, aren't you? So it's probably about 11:02 p.m. or Mike. I didn't break anything. Well, I did break something, but just an antenna coupler, Mike. So now the title of it. What do I do with this? Let's see. Refers to this, but now because of the couplers I have, the antenna sticks straight out the back. So do I just relax the grip on the VTX with the tie wrap to the zip tied to the bottom plate, and let it come up at a 45 and zip tie the antenna so that it's up more like a 45-degree angle, where I get some proper connectors for it. As you can see, all the brass connectors there that I went through a bunch just trying to get the right male-female combination to link up to the VTX. It sucks. So, you know, that's what the title of. Nothing is broken. I mean, I broke the. Oh, you can't see me moving around the mouse, so I guess that doesn't work. There used to be a 90-degree connector on the butt of the VTX, so the antenna stuck straight up. Let's see, where am I? Let's figure out where I was at. You know, I actually have less connectors than I have before. Okay, Mike. All right. Think about it this way, then. Hey, Distorted, how are you? Think about it this way, Mike. Okay. All those connectors in between my VTX and my antenna, guess what broke when I crashed? I didn't break the VTX and I didn't bust the antenna. I broke the connector in between. So, what would I rather lose? Would I rather screw up the VTX? Would I rather screw up the antenna? No, I'd rather screw up the crap in between. You just posted a new one? See, here's the problem I have, Mike, is I don't know what to call them. Because some of them are males, some of them are females, some have the little twisty thingy on them. The collar, I call them collars. Yeah, no, I get how that would be different. Hey, Riley, Fenchfield, I've seen you before. I'm not sure where. You feed birds or something? Okay, all right. SMA, RPMSA. Okay, what's the RP stand for? What's the SMA stand for? S M sounds like male. A sounds like adapter. What does S stand for? And then the RP, does that mean it has the collar on it, where you tighten it down? Then you only mentioned two. I mean, you have the three dots or four dots in between Distorted. Yeah, no, I exactly Distorted. That's what I get. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, you saw in that picture there, I bought an assortment. You know, there's 90-degree connectors in there. There's tri-connectors in there, you know. Yeah, what does even reverse polarity mean? It's just a coupler. I mean, I can get the polarity's polarity, you know, and there's a center pin and there's an outer ring, you know, so it's stupid. Reverses the gender. Okay, changes it from male to female. But then where does the two collars, so what do they call it when So does a male or a female have a collar on it? You know, it drives me crazy because so like this has a collar on both ends. Okay, and so call it a coupler because it couples from one to the other. But let me pull out the old magnifying glass here that's supposed to here. So like on this particular one, I got a male pin sticking out here. Oh, a male pin sticking out here. So this would connect two females together, but they would have to have just threads, no collar, like this. So this is a female. So this will screw into this, no problemo. But then I'm stuck with this male on the other end, and I don't know. It's just messed up. So I went through all these, see, and here's one that just, this one has got threads on both. This is female, but there's no collar on it. So you call that a male? But the inside pin is female. So, I mean, there's like 4 different designations of this stuff. All right, Chris. Bon appetit. You did your own gender reassignment surgery. See, I don't know, and I've even seen connectors that instead of a male or female, they have this like this little nub. So I'm like, what? Well, what the hell's up with this? Is it supposed to just bump contact or something? All right, Kenny. Hey, appreciate you coming by, brother. You know, like I said, it's just an impromptu thing, and I've been alive in a while, and my Luke said I suck. Of course, they say I suck anyway. That's a cue from. Yeah, right. Just target that funny. What's the one? There's another one. That's okay. I think it's funny. The questioning. Yeah, that's right. Well, what the hell is this? What the hell am I? I'm questioning my gender. Now, every time I go to the bathroom, I know what my damn gender is. Okay. Hey, Ryan. You gonna think a few more wire nuts? Hey, if it's a whoop, I got you. I hope you got some little ass wire nuts, Ryan. In the game. I will never live that down, will I? And for good reason. Hey, Josh, make sure you come by Wacky Wednesday tonight, 8 o'clock. We'll be looking forward. Hey, Jeff. Jeff, how you doing, Jeff? Female on the outside and Allie on the inside. As big as finest Cambodian wearing it. No, I've never seen. Later, Josh. Who's Michael? Are you just saying hello to Michael McReynolds now? Hey, Michael, how are you sick, brother? I don't like to hear you being sick. Although all you people up north, got to run the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? Who? Hey, Mike, you see the shirt, right? I finally got around to watching it. Oh, damn it. No, I don't know. I'm not used to calling him Michael. He's Mike, okay? True, he is Michael on that um, face thing. It is a nice shirt. You can get them at Teespring. Feel free, feel free, feel free to put the link in your Teespring, Mike. Mike, not Michael. The Michael here was Michael McReynolds. Night Train is Mike. No, I know. And you know what, Jeff? I was trying to put Mike's sticker on my goggles too, but they wouldn't fit. They're too big. I know his real name is Michael Lane. Go, for God's sake. Excuse me. I did not mean to take the Lord's name in vain. For quad's sake. There you go. That's a cool shirt, and I'm proud to wear it. Make sure you check out Whistle Stop every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Most every Thursday night. He's been pretty regular lately. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Hey, brother. Cheers, mate. Yeah, that distorted is Beduga FPV. That is our Portuguese brother that lives in Portugal that flies FPV and has recently started dabbling with fixed wings as well. Oh, idea. Cool. No, this was the best choice. I think this worked best. I can't do the black. This is Florida. You get out in the summer sun, and this color's dark enough, but the darker the color, the hotter you are. Uh, okay. All right, Mike. I didn't realize your dad was in that way, I guess. Wakey, you know, every time I think about why and about my current condition, I feel less shaky about it, knowing what you're going through. You think I say cheers, mate? In an Aussie accent? I wouldn't know an English accent from an Aussie accent. To me, they all sound the same. They sound like English. Except when I've never heard Heath say cheers, mate. First of all, I can't understand Heath for shit. I don't know how anybody understands that guy. I get maybe 20% of the words he says. Oi, oi, oi. I never really done the oi, oi. I don't know who has Parkinson's. I know a few people I think have Parkinson's when I see them twitching around, but we won't mention that name. That's funny. That's funny. Wakey. That's priceless. I'm sorry to hear about your dad, Ryan. Um, Michael. Oh, cool. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, how do they? How long do they think he has, Mike? You know, that's hard watching somebody go. I mean, I watched my mom go from something completely different, but it was tough to take. Yeah, he just lays in bed all day. That sucked, man. At least with my mom, I mean, she had her issues when cause she died of cancer, but for the most part, she was pretty good. It was the last 2 weeks that were tough, you know. But when they're bedridden for months or even years, man, that just not not how I'd want to go. You know, that's for sure. I just want to, be somewhere and drop dead. You know. So is he in pain? I see. I never realized Parkinson's caused pain. I thought it was just like you kind of like lost control of your body. You couldn't communicate with your body and stuff. If pain is involved too, I don't know. I don't know what would be more frustrating if you had to think of the fact that you can think, and you know what you want your body to do, but your body isn't listening to it. That would suck. Oh yeah, that would suck. Well, I'll tell you this, Mike, and there's the faith I believe in. I cling to more than anything. Believe that if you go through crap like that when you were in your mortal coil, that what happens after when you cross over, it's like you done paid your dues and things will be better. You know, yeah, and there you go, Mike. He will have paid his dues, and he deserves more than a good rest. I mean, it's just next existence. I'll be the first to tell you that I believe in life after death. Oh, I bet he is. Hey, John, how are you, brother? So he can still speak. At least he has control of his mouth. Although, there you go. There you go, Mike. How long ago did his big brother go? How long's he been gone? I My little brother's been gone about 12 years now, I think. Ah, you're laying carpet, were you, Craig? You bloody Yorker. A couple years ago. So they're like best buds. Do you think his brother going? You think that made something happen with him, or was he already? Because that happens. Some people when they lose like their best friend, they like go downhill from there. Kind of weird way that works. Lewis, you finally get your shit done? Look at that. Look at us back there, Maduga, pissing on DJI. So who are the rebels out there? Who that remote ID crap? These DJI guys are screwed. Everybody knows what DJI knows what all their birds are doing. I love it, man. That's why I bought it. Not like you sent it to me or anything. I bought it because I love Calvin. I've always liked Calvin pissing on stuff. And the fact that he's pissing on DJI is even better. The Baduga managed to smash the hell out of the flying, what is it? Not flying fool. Fool's in there. I think it's a very fun logo. I wear it all the time, Baduga. Why is Calvin pissing on DJI? What's DJI? And then I tell him, Mad Fool. I know. Okay, that's it. Mad Fool. Yeah, the Mad Fool was mad and flew right into a concrete UPS drop station. Dropped it like a rock. Just got real aggressive last year, so okay. Oh man, that sucks. Well, I guess that's the good thing about him being your stepdad, Mike. I mean, I know you're close to him, and obviously, but at least you know it's not in your genetics. So I mean, that's a good thing. Look at bright side of any coin we can. Hey, John, did you see me do the excavator? I didn't see a comment from you. You don't let the border slide. That's gotta blow, man. Well, apparently, RC Crazy has a new video up. He just texted me the link. All right, John. I'm very proud of it. I'm quite pleased. Yeah. Everybody's been bugging me forever. I can't tell you how long everybody's been bugging me to do that damn excavator. And I have done it before once. But I think it was a Mobula 7. Life can be a bitch, John, for sure. What remote shit? No, I didn't say it was out. I'm just saying it's out for me. I'll be the pirate flyer. No, the first of all, that remote ID and all that crap that the FAA is proposing is I did the excavator, Wakey. The excavator has been done. I have not gone over the pond yet. The excavator was done my last video, Wakey. Not my last flight. My last flight ended ugly. No, it's never out of the question. Where are you at, Mike? Are you at home? You at home already? What are you doing home already? Taking an early day? Hey, Mystery D. Thanks, Distorted. You know, people have been bugging me about that damn excavator ever since they saw it in one of my videos months ago. You gotta do the excavator. You gotta do the excavator. And I kept telling them about this ugly ass metal claw that stuck out in the middle of what looked like a huge gap. And granted, it's a mini excavator. But even as a mini excavator, it's a huge gap in the crooked out arm. Crooked out arm. But then there's this ugly bar that sticks right out in the middle of it. Hey, Simon. How are you, man? Great to see you. I know a lot of people can't see it though. I kept saying, "Oh man, you gotta do that." And I kept telling. But finally, I said, "What the hell?" I went for it. It felt right, and it went right. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you're all right, Simon. I want to see some new footy up, man. Maven Raven, how are you, brother? Maven Raven and I go back a way. He rescued me a couple times when I was flying FPV. And then when he line of sighted my bird back to me when either my goggles went down or I screwed up. Yeah, he saved my butt more than once. Twice, I'm pretty sure, at least twice. That Maven Raven saved my butt. All right, have your kippers, Wakey. Thanks for coming by, homie Paul. In case somebody wants to pop in, you're welcome to. I'm just hanging out, chilling while I don't know. I came home early. Didn't feel all that hot, you know. My back's been bugging me lately. Hey, um, I can't think of your real name. Hey, Rick. Hey, Rick Albert. How are you, man? Um, Kenzie. Kenzie, did you see me do the excavator? I did the excavator with Mad Dog 1.2. Yeah, I know. I've been crowing about that crap forever. I'm gonna crow about it some more too. Been doing under the trees, all that stuff. Just looking got me going on that. Oh, and what's his name? Holy Squish. And Lewis has been bugging me to go low and do low stuff too. A lot of people have. It's about dang time. We'll see. Hey, Maven Raven, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna say. Now I'm hungry, Mike. Eat dish, any pizza. The Giorno's good though. God, 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 yeah. That was actually Maven Raven down there flying his ProMark VR drone. That was on the picture of my channel. I changed that today, Kenzie. I put an inverted pickup. Playing with my channel. Hey, does anybody know? Okay. You YouTube people out there, most of y'all do YouTube. How do I change? Okay, I added on my screen when you first come to my channel. I added a thing that shows playlist, but I don't like the first ones that come up. How do you change the order of what shows up in that? Is there a way to do that? I don't know how I was looking at that, and that those are not the first playlist that comes up is fine. It's personal best. I only have 2 videos in there so far, but I gotta look through my other videos to see what my personal best is. Because I'm sure everybody out there has a flight or a number of flights that, oh, there's a downhill down here on the right hand side. What to move it down the left, Simon? I have to look at that. I have to look for the down arrow. I don't know. I told you before, Kenzie. I don't know. It depends upon how I feel this weekend. But I'd like to do something this weekend. Okay, on each strip. And you can change the order there. I have to look at that. I have to look and see if I can do that. So if you move it down, the next one will come up and replace it. Hey, Hunting and Stuff with J&J, how are you? Hey, Pro Cut, how are you? Great to see you, man. You're more than welcome. Pro Cut just got him. Go ahead and mention it. Pro Cut, what'd you get? You got the FPV beginner setup. It's not exactly a beginner drone, by the way. I'm doing all right. Oh, Tiny Hawk. Got the Tiny Hawk. Tiny Hawk with goggles, ready to fly kit from Amazon. Has the radio controller and the bird with one battery. To do what ProCut did and get you some other batteries on the way too, because like you said, ProCut, one battery sucks. How you doing, John? Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by, brother. But it does think it doesn't have a DVR ProCut. But see, here's the thing. You try it. Oh, and dude, you gotta fly outside. Okay. Try outside, and when you do, hit the damn throttle. That little bit of hovering and stuff, whoop, suck up the stuff. You'll be surprised because this brushless drone, and it'll handle outside just fine, and you don't have to worry about the ceiling. So you can get it up in the air 10, 15 feet, and you're good. And the rest of my DVR would be cool. Yeah, we want to. The thing is, Pro Cut, we want to see. Do you have a first name? Can we have first name Pro Cut? You might even have it in your channel somewhere. Hey, cooking and stuff with Mama Don. John, that's funny. Hey, Big Papa. Work has been fine, John. Busier than I want it to be, but getting into that field, you get the shittiest work there is. Just so you know. I mean, I don't know what you're doing now, John. To me, as far as the trade, electrical, I love it. It's cool making stuff work. I'm just getting tired at my age of doing some of the stuff you got to do. I'm not a fan of crawling around in attics anymore. In some cases, I'd almost rather crawl around under a house, but the commercial stuff is cool, but it can be boring if you get stuck into doing the same old thing. I've pretty much done it all. And they have to pay you to do it though. Oh, John. Okay. You see, I suck line of sight. Yeah, pulling wire can suck, Mike, especially when it's big ass wire. When it's wire that's the size of 3 fingers, yeah, that sucks. And even little wires can suck if it's a long way. We have a tugger. You have this thing on an electric motor that is geared down really low. That can be scary too. Let's see, the biggest service I've worked on pulling in was I don't know, thousands of amps. Yeah, audio cable, man. That's for pussies, man. That's lightweight stuff. You talk about mining cable. Mining cable is about 8 pounds a foot. Try wrestling around 50 feet of that. Because we do dock work too, and they use this big old heavy. It looked like cord, but it's as big around as your arm. It's like your arm, and it weighs like 8 pounds a foot. And they use that for joining like a stationary dock to a floating dock that goes up and down because anything else isn't flexible enough. Yeah, 8 pounds a foot, man. I tell you what, you'll bust the gut moving that stuff around. Yeah, no, I know, I get it. When it's that long, Mike, it's a pain in the butt. It doesn't matter what kind of cable it is. So were you a roadie or what, Mike? It's hard hauling that stuff around. The volunteer roadie, okay. Then you actually volunteered for that crap, No, hey, um, John, the you go way beyond wiring it. They use these things. They call them split bolts, and it's a bolt that split in the middle, has a big crack up the middle of it, and it's got a nut on it. So you stick the wires that you're joining together in the split, and then you tighten the nut down, and that's how you make your connection. And then you wrap it all up with tape and all kinds of insulation material. And you got to make it waterproof because it's on a dock. Yeah, pulling wire is pulling wire, no matter what kind, especially for miles and miles, is a pain in the butt. That's cool, Mike. Yeah. So what is Rocky Island? I don't know, John. Just go eat dinner. I'm hanging out. As long as anybody's here, there's 12 people here according to the little eyeball on my screen at the top. I've been out music. Well, I've never been in music, but I don't know anybody's name. That's cool, Mike. Very cool. Kind of goes with your. Never mind. Safety meeting. Safety meeting. Calling a safety meeting. There's Mad Dog 1 in his current state. The antenna is kind of loose and the VTX is kind of loose. And I'm searching for the means to start my safety meeting. Here it is. So, if any of y'all have safety issues, I suggest you have a safety meeting of your own. And that means, hey, Mike, light up the torch, take a sip of beer, whatever your idea of a safety meeting is, you may now proceed. Not that you needed my permission in the first place, but I just thought I'd mention it. Oh! So there you go. There's Mad Dog 1, which should be ready to fly, actually. Other than the fact it needs a few, I picked the, oh no, that's the right one. Other than the fact that I need to zip tie a few things, but just got late. Well, that light bulb back there, let me turn that off. A little bright. It's pretty cool, see? Only electricians can do that. And hit this, on, off. This is like 20 bucks at Home Depot. Then turn this one off too. This one off. I can't remember what the middle one does. It turns something on and off, but maybe the bulb's out. Where are the wire nuts? Well, let's see. There's one for you. These were some that were included with Mad Dog 1. When Mad Dog 1 came to me via MD95 TSI, Crystal Justice was kind enough to include a whole bag of these with it. Because of my infamous Minnesota Paw. What? 180-degree USB connector? USB connector? No, that won't. What'd you get those for? How are you, Minnesota Paul? I hope you're out in Minnesota, right? I bet it's cold out there too. Hey, Mike. Hey, everybody report in. What's your current weather? Let's see here. Well, it's dark outside at 6:49. I can't wait for daylight savings time. So currently here, it is 70. Oh no, it's the temperature is falling. It's all the way down to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, I bet it's dark there. It's dark here, Simon, and you got 5 hours on me. Let's see, is it 2350 where you're at, Simon? Jeff, what's your elevation? How high are you up in the air? Just where you're at. I know you're in California. At 63, where are you at, Distorted? I can't remember. And see, you guys come up with that C crap. I don't know. Oh, 880 feet. Yeah, 880 feet in St. Augustine is a mountain here, Jeff. We have higher places in Florida than 880 feet, but not much. Yeah, see, I don't know what. All I know is, okay, Mike, -3, I understand that's below zero because, oh, you're in southern Canada. Okay. Let me look back up and see where you're at. Let's see, distorted. Wait a minute. You're down to 63 distorted and night train is at -3. How does that work? No, I know zero is freezing. I get that. But the difference between 1 degree in centigrade and the difference between 1 degree in Fahrenheit is different. Centigrade, the degrees are way bigger. So, like 0 degrees centigrade is freezing, but 100 degrees centigrade is boiling. Okay, Fahrenheit 32 above is freezing. 212 is boiling. So you can see how much further apart the numbers are. So, I mean, look, I'm all about the decimal system. I think decimal system is awesome. But when it comes to temperature, I think it sucks. Okay? Because it's not, instead of saying zero degrees C, it's almost like you got, oh, we're at 0.1. That's a lot warmer than 0 degrees C. 0.1 is a lot warmer. That's all I'm saying. And millimeters, oh yeah, millimeters a lot more precise, and it's a lot easier. Yeah, it's funny because an electrician, here in the United States, we're all about fractions. Eighth of an inch. If you have to get within more of an eighth of an inch, then you're building some close tolerance shit. At least in my neck, and what I do. But what screws me up time and time again is you'll get these prints and some asshole doing them in metric. Well, you got your tape measure that reads in inches and feet and all that shit, and you get some specifications. 0.012 inches. Well, try figuring out what that looks like on a damn tape measure. You just kind of guesstimate it. Let's see. It's if it's 0.75 of an inch, that's easy as shit. Okay, that's 3/4 of an inch. That's easy. But some of the other crap they come up with, what are you talking about? There's not a place on my tape measure for this. Yeah, and 0.04 what? Millimeters? Inches? How do you even convert that? Yeah. It sucks. I know how to convert fractions. It's funny is when I was going to school, taking math, when I was in elementary school or whatever, I quickly learned. Doing fractions, I hated all that lowest common denominator stuff. I know how to do it now, but back then I was lazy. I converted the shit to decimal, worked the problem, then converted it back to fractions after I was done. Screw all that lowest common denominator stuff. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, and as long as all you work with is digital, that's fine. It's just that the average electrician, the average carpenter, or whatever, has a measuring tape, at least in America, the land of the home, the free, and the brave, has inches on it, inches and feet. You might have 16 inches marked so you know where the stud's supposed to go, that kind of thing, but that's what we have here. A 25 foot. No, there's no centimeter markers on that. No, no, it's funny, Mike, because I was trying to figure out, okay, like the Batman 220. I was like trying to figure out uh what does the 220 mean? And I was pulling out my tape measures. I was going to measure motor to motor from, either crossways or front to back, whatever, and see if anything equaled 220. And that's when I realized none of my tape measures had a millimeter on it any damn where. Centimeter, nothing. Yeah, I know. I'm sure they do. Fine. Okay. From the center. Well, let's just see. Okay. Because I actually found this. Let's see. See if I can do this properly. I got the camera down part. Let's see if I do audio. If I change the audio. Wait, that's not one. We'll go to the microphone. There we go. Microphone. We'll switch over to this microphone. I need to turn the light on. Her light is on. Okay. You see, I don't know what it was. Now I won't be able to find it. Yep. Now it'll be MIA and I won't be able to find it. Because somewhere I was doing something, I was ruffling around. And as I said, now I'm not going to be able to find it. What the hell did I do with it? Well, this was a failed experiment about trying to show something. Pulling open my drawers. Let's see. Oh, opening up my drawers. Look at that. Look at this escape. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that field. Isn't that pretty? That one. Anyway, somewhere along the line of a little ruler I can't find. There's a plastic tape measure in there. Let's see. Audio, switch back. I was like a failed experiment. Well, camera. I'm not too good at this stuff, fellas. Please excuse the crudity of this model and broadcast. Oh, did it? Oh, no. Ah, hey, there's Mike. Hey, Mike. How long have you been here?
I just got here because you were hunting.
Okay, well, that's good. You came in at the right time.
My wife is like, into sewing and stuff. These are great to have around. They're the little roll-up sewing type measuring tapes.
But well, hell, you can build a big ass quad with that thing.
yeah. We're going for B's class. Oh. But anyway, so what I was gonna do is show you. So this is an alien frame that I got here.
Hold on, I gotta grab beer. So where is the alien supposed to be?
It's supposed to be a 220 frame.
So it's a 220 frame. Okay.
Yeah. It's actually measuring at 224 or something like that.
So that's across the X.
So it's across the frame.
Across the line is part of the frame.
Motor to the center of the top motor. So go by the screw holes on the bottom is the easiest way to measure them. So you go from that screw hole down there to that one up there, and that's your measurement on a frame.
Okay. So it's crossway.
Yeah. Like this one.
So what if it's like flat bar in the front and X at the back? I guess it still doesn't matter.
It's just the longest point, whatever which way is the longest. That's how they measure the frame.
From center of motor to center of motor, like
the longest point across. So this one's probably going to be like a 250 here with the 6-inch arms on.
Hey Jay, how are you?
Yep. See, even if you go by the top of it, you can measure it up like that. This one's 6-inch arms. It's hitting 250 is where it's coming in. So about 10 inches. Woohoo!
I don't know if I've ever seen you before, Brandon. I don't know that many people, so don't feel bad because I said that. But you say, hey, guys, like you kind of know us. Same with Jay. Now, I don't know Jay. Let's see. Let me go check out. Let's see. This is Brandon. No, I'm not subscribed. Oh, he first thing that comes up is a spark. So he's a Sparky.
What's wrong with Camera Drones?
I'm giving you one, Sparky. You have content and you fly. That's all that matters to me, okay?
Camera drones are cool, man. They take great photographs.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. No, I look, I would like to have a nice camera bird. Actually, at some point I will. But see, the problem is you got to go somewhere to use them day after day.
Right.
And that's the way I look at it, you know. And I'm
The
too
other problem
lazy.
is camera drones start getting like, you know, geofencing. Like I'm working 5 miles or less from an airport right now. Yeah.
That's even worse. Yeah.
Can't really even play. So I took it up 100 feet yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I took it up 100 feet just to see what the DJI Mavic controls, see what it do trying to go into a geofenced area. And I had to click off 2 little warnings saying that I was in, you know, area that blah blah. But I only took it up 100. And the area that I'm in, if you look at the fly apps, I can go up to like 200 feet or something like that, or 300 feet in the area that I was at. So I only took it up 100 so that I didn't push any boundaries. But yeah, I had to click off the
Well, I mean, look, hey Mike, technically it doesn't have any boundaries, right? It's 249 grams.
That technically it doesn't, but it does have geofencing built into it now. So
well, why did you download that part of it?
It's part of the app. It's in the app itself.
You can't take it off?
Well, nope. It's in the DJI Go Fly app or whatever.
Oh, just because you're too close to an airport.
Yeah, because I'm within 5 miles of an international airport.
So it doesn't know it weighs less than 200.
Right. It doesn't know that it's 250 or this or that. Because I mean, I could put stuff onto it and it'll be over 250. If I put a light onto it, I put the whoops, the prop guards onto it, it's over 250. If I put the camera, the gimbal protector, the holder, the little plastic cover that goes onto it, if I put that onto it, it is over 250 grams.
So let me ask you this though: you flung it from where you lived before, so
this isn't where I lived that I was flying from. This is the customer's house that we're working at.
Okay, gotcha.
It's over by the international airport. So I tried to take it up over there, and yeah, it's like, oh, you got a geofencing area here. You know, you're within so much, blah blah. I'm like, all right, fine. Click on it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Flying the
no, I don't know.
249 grams. I'm flying the damn thing anyway.
That's pretty funny.
I'm not close enough to an airport. I had to worry about it, man. The closest we see coming over there is like your regular one motor type planes. You know, your single guys, single engines and stuff. Not the big airplanes and you know like that. Where we're at now. If I go a couple miles closer to the airport, I'm like right. If I was like a mile down the road, I think it is, I'd be outside the range. So I'm like right on the outsides.
Oh no, you know, I luckily I am outside the 5 mile limit to an airport. I am close to a helipad, but none of the birds I fly pay a damn attention to that, you know.
Yeah, see, XJet's where, Australia, is he? Or is he over in Europe? Anyway.
Hey, John.
XJet, I think, is Australia. He says his buddy has to run a hacked Russian software to fly his Takora.
John DiNardo's in the house. John DiNardo has been thinking about doing
oh, he wants FPV.
He
wants to get into FPV.
Yeah.
Too much time on his hands there at the shop. He'd have fun running those guys off with those things. He'd have a blast over there at the shop with FPV.
I keep waiting for him to jump into the mix.
Get you one and mount a 9mm to the bottom of it, John, for when them truckers start driving all over your fence and shit. You go out there and run right the hell out. Get out of here, dude. Yeah, FPV is a blast.
What do you mean you've had a few? What are you talking about, John, when you say you've had a few? What, beers? Cheers, brother.
I think he might have had a few minutes.
Hey, just don't have the time. I don't know, man.
That's
I
a
think
small
a couple
one.
times when your lot was empty, I think you should have been flying one FPV out the front door of your establishment,
He said
flying around over the
small ones.
cars you have to sell. Like,
How small are we talking, John? I mean, I got a small one. That's about as small as they get now. I got another one, but I think it keeps falling down there every time I bump my stereo. It slides off the speaker. Ugh.
Hey, Erwin, cheers, brother.
See, I got another one too. Another tiny one.
Look, man.
That's
Hey,
my AirHogs drifter, dude.
that looks pretty cool.
That's my drifter.
You gonna go across the snow with that?
You can take the quad off it and fly just the quad too.
Oh, that's cool.
Just a little tiny thing. Same as it's pretty much the same quad as this. They're pretty much the same. that's how cloning is. This is the AirHogs version though. But yeah. It's a pretty fun little toy. Just clips in. Put it on the darn tile floor out there. I'll tell you what, this thing will scoot though. That's some major drifting.
We don't need to do anything special for Valentine's Day.
Birdman. Brother Bird. The bird is the word.
Michael.
So, Minnesota Paul, when you flying again, man? You haven't put up anything in a while. I know you're in Minnesota. The weather's probably dealt us here. It's probably been as bad for Mike. Mike, did you fly Sunday?
I flew yesterday for a couple minutes with the Mini. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Otherwise, I actually went and I was playing around with updating this, that, and the other thing. I can't get nothing to arm right now.
Oh, no.
I shut it off last night at about 9:30 or so, something like that. I said, all right. I pulled all the batteries and was charging batteries all day or whatever. Double A's up. Charging them up, getting the radio back up. I should be working on it right now, but it's supposed to snow tonight and tomorrow, so I'm not too concerned about this.
I say just because the weather's shitty, just put it off, and then the weather will be great and like, oh,
I'm not putting it off for long.
fix
I got some more stuff coming in the mail to help with some things here, and so I just
EBR.
Today since I got home and then you were on, I was like, oh, okay, it's Wednesday and this and that. I'm like, Wacky Wednesday will be on, and
yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see if I get to it today. Or maybe toying with it tomorrow or something. I don't know. I got to stream tomorrow for 2 hours or so. So maybe Friday.
Here you go.
I might
on the weather, you know. So Adam says he flew.
Yeah, he went. He was flying Sunday. He was supposed to go fly.
Hey, Erwin, I did not fly today. My last flight was Sunday, and I busted my antenna connection. And I just kind of put it back together today. Got the right couplers so I could hook the antenna to the VTX. And then I decided to go live instead of
finishing. The other thing I wanted to show you, Ed. So, for mounting.
Erwin, have you seen it? I didn't see a comment. I don't remember. I got the excavator. The excavator has been done.
That's how I mount my VTX antenna,
Ed. Okay, what plate is that?
This is the Martian 2 frame.
I know, but is that the bottom or the top?
Plate.
Okay.
Up on top.
Yeah, but then how do you strap your battery?
This battery goes right here in the center.
so it doesn't squeeze the VTX. Oh, you just use one
It's
strap.
underneath. The battery strap kind of goes up around or whatever, so it's not squeezing the VTX or nothing. So the VTX is mounted to it. Let's see how the strap goes around.
I got you, and you have it come just straight
And then
out.
I just have it there, and then there's a couple holes there. So I zip tie there in a couple spots, and those zip ties will break before anything else will break. And then make sure you put some of that double stick foam tape underneath your brass connectors so they're not conducting off the carbon fiber. You'll get static and stuff like that in your video.
Okay.
And that's the best way I found to mount. If you can do that with your frame, that's the best way to mount for these. Same way my Alien is, same way my Martian 2 up there is, this Martian 2. My Diablo's kind of out the back pretty much the same way.
So it comes straight out the back.
Yep, straight out the back. Your quad's always at an angle. Your antenna.
Well, mine's always at some kind of angle. I don't know about that angle.
It's usually up in the, your polarization's this way. As long as you're not on top of it or underneath it for your signal, you're good. You're pretty much, catching the bubble all the way that way. That's the way Snake FPV, Mr. Steel always did it, things like that. That's the form factor way for Martians, aliens, anything with a decent sized plate that you can mount to like that. And I've never broke a VTX antenna off that way. If anything, the antenna, you'll end up pulling the antenna out of the SMA, if anything, but usually you break those zip ties. Throw another zip tie on, you're good to go. Zip ties are a dime a dozen. I get like 150 of them for like $2. Hit up the Dollar General, the local dollar store section. So yeah, you should be able to do it. You should be able to have some mounting capability there.
Just lift the whole shebang up like that, and have it against the top plate.
Well, it depends. The best way to do it is see how your VTX is. I wouldn't mount your VTX down low. I'd put your VTX up higher so that it's catching more air. VTX gets the hottest on your quad.
And see, here's the deal, man. I don't understand. Mine doesn't even get hardly warm.
It's not super warm, depending on if you're sitting or flying. If you're flying, they're not hot at all. They don't get very warm at all. If they're just sitting there at idle, though, they'll get real hot.
Mine doesn't.
Yeah, it depends on VTX.
And that makes me wonder if it says it's 600 milliwatt.
Pull your antenna off and sit it there for about 20 minutes and see what it does.
Well, I was always told not to run it with the antenna off.
But some VTXs are that good that you can. Like a Unify, if you break an antenna off, you're probably going to be able to bring that thing back without that antenna. That VTX will still push power. It'll just be more breakup or whatever. But if you're keeping it cool, it won't heat up as much on that trip back to save your butt. Backside of the SMA connector, fought for weeks. Yeah. Where it just kind of spins around or this or that. And you're like, why am I getting static all of a sudden? Everything seems solid and connected. Yep. Inside that connector gets broken. You don't even realize it. That ground area. West Haven, always sand forever. Always and forever. My eyes are out of focus on that screen. eScene VTXs can handle a ripped antenna as well. Yeah, they've done pretty good on those. AKK seem to do pretty good, but I haven't broke too many antennas off on them yet so far. So.
Oh Lord! Thanks for keeping it going, Mike. I had to pee so bad I couldn't stand it.
Not a problem.
The thing is I don't know, man. It's weird because there are all my birds, every damn bird I've ever had except for this one, as soon as I plug it in, the BTX starts getting warm. Not on this one. So I wonder, it's supposed to be 600 milliwatt.
Yep.
And even my,
It's not on, huh?
even the Manus, the little Manus 85, the Mobula 7,
Mhm.
all of those. I mean, when you plugged it in, the BTX, if it wasn't moving around, it got freaking hot.
I was playing with mine, doing that crossfire, trying to link and flash stuff, and just to power up your quad long enough to do flash links for like the R9M and this and that and the other thing, 5-10 minutes sitting on the bench or whatever, here and there. It's enough to heat it up. It'll get warm to the touch, like, ooh.
But I mean, that's the whole deal. I mean, is my BTX really doing 600 milliwatts? For all I know, it isn't.
The only way to find out is get somebody with a tester. And there are testers that can test the output power. You can buy them, when you go to like races and stuff like that, like multi-GP events, a lot of times they'll have them there so they can check to see what milliwatt you're running on your quad, and they'll test it and see. And if it's like shooting 28 instead of 25 or something like that, a lot of times they'll say, no, you can't use it. They want 25 milliwatt. They don't want you
Well,
at
I mean,
or this or that, you know what I mean? So sometimes VTXs, when they get older, start pushing power funny too. It's hard to say.
well, and see, that's one of the things. Okay, because here's the deal with all that. Because I mean, I originally, yeah, I'm an old fart, but yes, electronics were around when I was a youngster, and I originally went to electronics school.
You
And technically, if just because a VTX can produce 600 milliwatts of output power doesn't mean you're going to feel 600 milliwatts of heat on that VTX. If it's transmitting that power properly, the VTX should not heat up that much.
Well, that's it, properly. And usually, like my Unifies and stuff like that, they don't heat up very much sitting on a bench. The Unifies stay nice and cool or whatnot, but they've also, if you notice when you buy a Unify, they come with a piece of heat shrink in them. Like your Unify Pros, they come with that heat shrink in it, and then they come with a piece of servo type tape. That is a heat shrink type servo tape. It's not like your regular double stick foam tape. It's a heat shrink type tape to help.
So it actually pulls heat away.
It's to help pull that heat out.
Ah, okay. So let me ask you a question now. Okay. Question and answer time. See if I can figure this out. Let's see if I can find the original. Oh no, some just fell off.
If it's the original, it's super thin. I think it's like blue on one side. Is that servo style from the Unifies?
Okay, well I have.
That stuff sticks good too. It's way better than double stick foam servo tape. Once you use that stuff up, though, you're like, ah, damn, I wish I didn't have to pull that off there again.
I do this shit all the time.
Oh, I cleaned my bench yesterday, Ed. Oh man, I got so many screws.
No, okay.
These are all loose screws I gotta sort through and put away yet.
You got a real sorting job there, bro.
Yeah. I was going through pulling out stuff like, the different things like these kind of stuff, the little ring nuts and stuff like that. I started pulling those and this and that, and finally I got tired of it. I was like, all right, this one's gonna go wait. But yeah, I was last night so I could work around and whatnot. I had a bunch of loose wires hanging out all over, and every time I moved something, I was pushing shit around and this. And I was like, all right, time to clean it. Seems I'm frustrated with the controller. I'll clean my bench up for now.
Oh, West Haven and Always and Forever. How are you? I'm sorry, I didn't see you come in. I've been distracted. I've never seen you before.
Yeah, I need to distract myself a little bit, I think, too.
Let's see what West Haven is all about here. Apparently he knows one person.
Ooh, better save that.
1.26K subscribers. You must be doing something, West Haven. It's not too shabby.
That's fluff.
I'm surprised to see you here, though, because this isn't really your cup of tea, is it? We're a bunch of FPV guys for the most part. We fly to people things called
flying fools.
You need to spread the word, West Haven. All drone pilots are not spying on you. If you've looked at any of our videos, you realize that drones really are stuck at spying on people. They make too damn much noise.
Love from Connecticut. That's some cold area there too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, take a break on
the ocean water, cold. Ooh, and the
here
wind.
we are back to the SMA again, crap. Oh, SMA connector break. Yeah, I still don't know where an SMA connector is.
SMA. I put it in the chat earlier. What the? It's
I know. You put it in there, but it's a male. Does it have the collar on it or not?
Well, there's many different types of SMA connectors as far as brand and whatnot. That's the difference. And we're not talking RP SMA versus SMA. We're talking each company has different styles and this and that.
I know. That's the bad part of it. So you say SMA, I mean, like, okay, well, SMA this.
So it's a miniature version of a regular coax cable. It's standard miniature something A.
Adapter. A probably stands for adapter.
A is the type. That's the A. It's all it gives. It doesn't say A anything. I've never found. Yeah. Oscar Ling has a whole write-up on it. If you'd like to go check it out, though, I can find you the link. It doesn't tell you a whole lot about exactly what an SMA is supposed to be, though. Just a connector.
Leader 120.
A Leader 120 is supposed to be a nice little bird. $60 a piece. Brand new bind and fly. That's not a bad deal. I think they were about $120 when they first come out.
Hey, Birdman, what's the biggest bird you got now? Is it Mobula 7? Or you got something else? What you got? Latest I've seen from you has been tire marks on the road. Let's hear what you got, Birdman. Come on. Come on, Birdman. Come on. I love my Mobula 7, by the way.
Ever since I put the V3 frame on there, I've flown it like 3 times.
Really?
It got cold. I can't. It got cold, but I bought it. I built the toothpick as well, though. I built the toothpick too, Ed. So that toothpick took up a lot of that whoop type time. Where I'd have been flying the Mobula outdoors or whatever on the 2S, the toothpick took over. I ripped the shit out of the toothpick out there now.
Yeah, I don't know. My Mobula is down. I loved it, you know. And Mad Dog Chris sent me a spare V3 frame because Adam sent me the V3 frame I got now. And I haven't broken it. Not that I've tried to break it or anything, but man,
I was bashing hard, dude. I bashed the shit out of the V2 frame. It took a little bit more than the V1 to break, but I still smashed the shit out of it. I had like one whole whoop missing out of it.
The V2 frame hung out longer than the V1 frame did, but the V2 frame took a bite too. But I've had equally as bad a crash with the V3, and it didn't even phase it. Ah, the battleground field, huh? Oh, yeah, the TBS 5 vent. Source 1, Birdman? The TBS Source 1? That's what Mad Dog 1 is in now. Mad Dog 1.2, I should say. I don't know what the original frame was. Original frame. The Mad Dog 1.2, I don't know what this frame was. It's broken. The tailpiece got broken off of it. I was flying it. Chris MD 95 TSI sent it to me.
Let me see the arm.
And, I flew it for a while, and then one day I was flying it, and I got too close to a branch, and it pulled the battery lead off of it. And so it took an ugly crash, and it busted the tailpiece off of the frame, and ripped the pads off the ESC, so I rebuilt it.
MD's ears were ringing, Ed. He just posted a video.
Who?
MD.
Hey, Dickie. I put a new frame on it, TBS Source 1 frame with arm guards, if I can move my hand the right way.
Soft mount arm ends.
Arm guards and bottom bumpers.
Yeah.
Motor, so the motors are soft mounted. Those are via Indigo Rhino. And the mount is via Indigo Rhino too for the Firefly. So, I just got to work out the VTX antenna mounting thing. And
I bet you there's some nice SMA mounts that you can mount to get that thing off there at least. Get it mounted a little bit more stable.
oh, well, I haven't even tried to make it stable. I think I'll go with it up against the
You can do it off the bottom,
at the
off the top just the same. It'll give it that security a little bit, but it's just sticking so far out there, dude.
Well, I know because of the connectors, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I got a
Those connectors are going to get hit so easy.
This right here is
down low.
between the antenna and the VTX to join. Oh, let's see. What did y'all call it? Gender reassignment or whatever. So, that's why that's going on. Hey, all right.
Here we are.
Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. And I know about the better weather. Birdman, I don't know how y'all deal with that stuff up there. Oh, Birdman's not that far north, though. Are you in South? You're in South Carolina, aren't you, Birdman? So you haven't flown the 5-inch yet, have you? North Carolina. There's somebody in South Carolina. I guess I'm mixing him up with. I love North Carolina, by the way. Upstate North Carolina. What does that mean?
That means he's up by the mountains more.
Yeah, it's Western North Carolina. And Western North Carolina is my favorite part of North Carolina because that's the part of North Carolina I always went to. My grandparents had a place in Fletcher, North Carolina, and God, Lord knows, quad knows, I'd love to fly my race drone up there.
My two daughters were in York, South Carolina for a little while, which is just south of Charlotte, North Carolina. So we'd always come in to go down to pick them up in South Carolina. We'd always come in from the side route, come through Kentucky and Tennessee and that, and then cut across through North Carolina and cut the tip down. And man, I always hated that. You always come into the big mountain areas through there. It was the worst part. During the summer, it wasn't bad. During the winter, it sucked.
Thanks for coming in, John. Appreciate it.
Right, bud.
Get that bird going there, brother. I'm telling you, man. Camera birds are great. But you'll never feel more like a bird when you're FPV and flying acro. Just saying. And bon appetit. So who was having the DiGiorno's? Was that you, Mike?
Yeah.
You already ate it?
Oh man, deep dish DiGiorno's. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what the first one was. She had a Supreme, I think, and a pepperoni and cheese or whatever. I don't know.
It's all good. If it's got
it's deep dish.
If it's the P word, it's good.
I don't like any pizza with thin crust. I like thick crust.
Bong appetit will work too, man. So Paul.
That's a good show. Bong appetit.
I can't do bongs anymore. That caved my lungs in.
It's practice, Ed. That's all.
Gotta work the lungs up to the challenge, huh? Nah. My bonging days are over. That's funny.
I do dab, so
hey, look,
not too many options to dab.
I'm telling you, it's a blast. It is a blast. It's hard to get used to. I mean, you've been flying these stabilized birds.
You can always vape though, Ed.
Hey, John Denardo, you will never feel more like a true pilot than when you fly a bird in acro. Because I learned to be able to operate a GPS drone long before I could ever fly acro.
The funny thing is they say that people that get into FPV that fly GPS type drones, their GPS flying changes for the better, of course, because when you fly FPV, you're always on the sticks, always. So you get more muscle memory and you get a better feel for it. Then when you go back to your camera bird or whatever, you've got that nice feel as far as sticks and whatnot, and you're smoother on the sticks.
No, that's a cool. I never even thought about that. That makes sense, especially if you have a bird that has a gimbal on it, because that helps smooth it out too.
Yeah. Or you're getting that nice soft feel to be able to move things, you just move smoother.
I don't know which bird you're talking about, John. The bird behind me, which one can you see?
I guess the problem I find out is I went FPV before I kind of went camera bird. So I've been told that I fly a GPS drone like FPV drones. I guess it's just by the, because I'm flying it like view wise.
That white thing up there is the maybe it'll show up better if I do that. That white thing back there is the ProMark VR drone. It is not mine. I do not claim ownership of that. I have the one model below that, which is the ProMark Warrior. And the only difference between the two is the camera's a little bit better on the VR. They both suck, and neither one of them
It's quick as shit, Maduga. I want to take that thing into some tree areas and play with it. It's so small, they say you can hit a tree with it, and it's so light that you really won't hurt anything. Unless you're like really going full force or something. I think it'd be fun to go flying around in some tree areas. Put on
What are
the
you talking about?
TV, my Mavic Mini.
Yeah.
He's asking how it does in sport mode. It's quick. Yeah, they can crash them easy.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. I mean, okay, because when you're flying those camera birds, I mean, I guess they have sensors on them. The Mini has a front.
The Mini's only got bottom sensors only. Only bottom sensors. It doesn't have
Okay.
forward or side to side or back. Only bottom.
Because here's the deal. Because okay, how is the lag on your
Nothing, dude. It's smooth.
really?
It is that clean, dude.
So you
I
can look
like
at your tablet or whatever you're
Yeah,
flying.
I fly from my tablet or from line of sight, either way. That's how I was flying at the gym when I was flying around. I was flying that around from the phone. I wasn't flying it around line of sight. I was flying looking at the darn phone. That's just from a Galaxy
Well,
S8.
see, I mean, here's the deal with me is because I mean, I have issues with depth perception
Uh-huh.
as far as seeing how far. That's why I love FPV. That's why I gravitate towards it because I have horrible depth perception. So if you're flying line of sight and that bird's out in front of you, like, am I 10 feet from that branch or am I a foot from that branch?
That's
I don't
something
know.
yeah. Yeah. It's tough sometimes, but that's why I said I want to get it into some tree areas and see how it flies around in there and whatnot. Kind of play around like down at Emerson Park, not where it's real tight or anything, but that place that me and Adam go, Emerson Park, there where it's opened up that we fly the trees all the time, would be fun to go play around in there a little bit. It's got a good enough camera on there. I think I'd be able to see enough. I don't want to do it with the full straggle going right now, though. Yeah, there's all kinds of little branches and that shit right now.
No, I hear you there on the straggle. Yeah.
Yeah. 3D FPV, Zoe FPV. That is some crazy stuff. And she's not the only one, but she's just the queen of 3D. But yeah, I've been wanting to build a 3D bird for quite some time now.
No auto level, Josh. We call that stabilized mode
Yep.
in the FPV world. And I quit flying stabilized mode long ago. Not long ago. Let's see, it's been about 15 months now since I committed to flying air mode only.
3D FPV. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means either.
I've seen like the camera drones, the cheaper toy drones have like the virtual glasses or whatever. And you can put your phone into the VR and fly that way. And whew, that's crazy hard stuff. The lag is so bad from cheap toy drones to a phone. But I thought about that with the Mavic. I wondered how I could do putting it in the view of my like a VR set and seeing how it looked in the camera.
Hey, John, here's what I tell everybody, John. You have to free your mind. Because if you've flown stabilized I flew stabilized for 3 or 4 years before I actually had a drone that I could turn the gyro off on. And it was hard making that transition, but once I made that transition and flew unstabilized, I'm like, now I'm flying. Now I'm really flying because it's all me.
Yeah, I've got a HS 100 that connects to a phone or whatever, but I haven't done anything with the VR with that. I always felt the lag was too unpredictable with the HS100, so I never tried it. But the Mavic Mini is real smooth and real connectable. Had very, very little lag or anything. So the unpredictability part is the hard part with like a toy drone or a Wi-Fi connection, is because you'd be smooth for a minute, and all of a sudden, boom, you drop a signal and you like lag for a second and then back on, and you're like, you could be into a tree by then. So you got to make sure it's a real good quality there.
Okay,
Oh, geez, it's a troll.
good night, everyone. So this is the 3D FPV. It's basically two cameras and a dub of ATX.
Okay.
What it's going to do is send a picture for each one of your objects on your goggles,
DVR.
and it creates the 3D effect.
There he is.
I never used this. This came with my goggle.
Huh. What goggles did you get? The Falcors or something?
The Skyzone, the Skyo 2S,
The O2?
Skyo 2 Plus, sorry.
Okay.
So they are the Plus because they bring this shit.
Huh.
And you never tried it?
Used it.
No, man, this is a pain in the ass. It's too big to put on.
I wonder if Drew has
you
tried.
need at least a
Skyzone.
60.
Drew Camden, Ladrib. I wonder if he's tried it, Maduga.
Man, there's a few videos of it on YouTube.
Is there?
Yeah. So you can check it if you look it
What's
first.
going on, Josh? Swine Flu FPV. That shit's gonna throw me off for a couple weeks, I'm sure.
Hey, they say that you have a better depth perception with this system. You see the forms and everything else.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to use it, so maybe one day I sell it. Okay, guys, I'm back to work. I just wanted to show this.
Don't work too hard, buddy. It's getting late over
Well,
there.
man, I'm finishing up right now. 2 more quotes and I'm done.
2 more coats.
Thanks, Lewis.
Yeah.
Appreciate you popping
Keep
in,
the heat
brother.
going.
Okay, guys.
Keep that heat going. Dry that shit faster.
No, man. Okay.
Go.
I'm out.
Right, on leveling is hard when you're
I
used
just
to retro.
talked.
Yes, it is. It's
There he goes.
trying to
Later,
go
Maduga. Thanks, brother.
like my tiny whoop is only a stable bird. It doesn't have acro, but my Mobula 7 is an acro bird. So switching back and forth, I play around outside or whatever. Man, that is the hardest part. And then I'll have to play around with a couple packs on the darn whoop, and I'll go to switch over to the other bird, and I'll forget to turn it to acro. If it's stable flying around, I'm like, oh, wait a second, I can't dive. Yeah, that'll mess with you.
Why won't it pitch forward? Why won't
Oh, it'll pitch forward, but it'll stop at a certain point. It won't pitch down.
There's my funny, you know.
Man, we've been found, Ed. There's that Edge guy.
Hey, Edge, how you doing, Sean? Here's the thing, man. It was so funny. I think this is part of the reason I had so much trouble going to acro mode was because the fastest bird I had that was FPV before I went to an acro capable bird was the Bug 6. Okay? So the Bug 6, I would fly that thing, and when I flew it, I'd have the pitch pushed all the way forward. I mean, I flew it pitch forward as far as it would go the whole freaking time, man. I just haul ass around. And when I got to an acro bird, you couldn't do that. You push that pitch forward button all the way forward, and you'll be upside down and flipped around before you know it. So you had to learn a lot more pitch control, after flying stabilized flight.
Definitely.
Roll. You
I
roll.
started with stabilized flight, and then I went into horizon mode. So
Yeah, I went to
that
the
one.
horizon mode.
Yeah, horizon mode, you get to go to a certain point, and if you're too quick on the sticks, you'll short yourself, and you won't get the flip you thought you were going to get.
Yeah, I dallied with Horizon for a week or so. Try Acro, screw up, run back to Horizon, and then I said, screw this. And just went all the way, hey, drone pool. Hey, brother Dan.
Drone pool in the house.
Yeah, I don't have my drone pool shirt on today.
No,
I have a night train shirt on. But you're represented, Dan.
we got you, bro. Look at that, the original too, buddy.
Yeah. I gotta figure out where mine is. I have the beige one.
I get to break out a new shirt
I
tomorrow.
don't have the newest version yet. I gotta work on that, Dan.
I get to break out a brand new shirt tomorrow.
Do you now?
Yep, got it this week in the mail. Nice dark blue. Dark blue too. That's like a deep navy blue. I think it's in the clothes baskets in the bedroom right now.
I know, John.
Mom had to wash it for me.
It's funny because Mike does the vape, but he's also got one of those sticks to go on too.
My vape actually is dead right now. This thing's dead. I got like a full tank of juice there, and the vape doesn't work. The button broke inside or whatever. So I either got to spend $50 and buy me a new mod, or I don't know.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Sean. We'll be thinking of you, brother, while you're at work.
Oh, man, what are we gonna learn? Now I gotta, Ed. You're gonna have to teach us something tomorrow. Sean ain't gonna be there.
Get directional lipo. Here you go. There you go, Paul.
Yeah, it's got 18650s in it right now. So the problem is the connection with the batteries. There's a pin inside that's spring loaded, and the little plastic cover that they have it in is just like glued in place, and it slips around in there, and now it's not making a good connection. I could fix it every once in a while. I play with it and pull the pin out with some needle nose or whatever, and I get it to work. And then when I really want it, it doesn't work, and I'm pissed. So I take the damn thing instead.
Look, man. Oh, come on, man. You build frickin' quads. You can't fix that thing?
No, that's how I knew how to fix it. But it's just this little pin down here at the bottom.
Oh,
Doesn't want to make a good connection anymore. It's supposed to be spring loaded, and it's weak now. It's probably the case inside popped off again, and it's like loose in there or whatever, but I don't know. I haven't messed with it in a minute. Now you're gonna get me playing. Get out the Hemos here.
So we got, I guess, you and Adam got to get on my ass about getting started with the Flight 1 thing.
Yeah, man. I got another Flight 1 board coming in the mail. The last one pissed me off. Oh, where are they? Right here.
Along with seat protectors
You know that?
protectors. And now the WeatherTech cup holder with removable cups fits virtually any size cup holder.
What's missing there, Ed?
What do you mean?
Pleased with Flight 1 boards.
Okay.
Playing around trying to get that darn crossfire set up right and whatnot. ended up fucking killing pads off the board, so I had to order another board.
Oh no, that sucks.
What sucks more is I got this one sitting over here, and I still haven't gotten an address from somebody. I sent him an email to that email you gave me, this guy, and I still haven't gotten an address. But yeah, the one sitting right over there, brand new, hasn't even been soldered on.
I gotta get on his ass about that then.
I was almost gonna put that in there. I was like, you know what? I don't want all them connectors though. I just don't want the connectors in there. I don't think.
Hey, Hillbilly Pyro, how are you, brother? Yeah, I gotta give Carlos some crap about that.
Adam got something this week though. Last Thursday, I don't know if you heard, Drone Pool, but Adam dropped a big dime, like a big old dime. He bought the Orcas, the goggles. So he's got OLED goggles to play with now. So he's got Crossfire and killer goggles. I don't know if he'll be happy with the Orcas or not, though. I hope he is, because he spent a bunch on the fucking things. Yeah. So.
Easy, Dan. Easy, Dan. Easy. Dan's already thinking.
Let's see. See if I got a picture.
Ah,
I bet I do. I'm just gonna find it.
they left you permanently, Hillbilly, or just for the time being? Hey. Hey, Jay.
Jake Sloan.
The Hydron 69 is fairly close to me. He's in Jayville. I need to fly with him one day.
There you go. That's what Adam's wearing now.
Actually, Minnesota Paul, I am quite happy with my Viper goggles as of now.
Yeah, Edge. That's his picture right there. Those are in possession right now. He did get them in.
So has he checked them out, Mike?
I haven't talked to him. I think he got them. When did he post that picture? He posted me that picture Monday. So it's only been a couple of days. I don't know if he got out Monday night or he was supposed to go out flying Sunday. But it's been pretty windy overall, so I don't know if he's gotten out at all since then. And I know he worked late yesterday. Zero Mansing. Hello from Indonesia. Hillbilly Pyro, what's going on, buddy? I haven't seen you around a bunch.
Who?
I've seen Hillbilly Pyro.
Oh, no, I haven't seen anything from him either.
He put out some videos. I have seen him a couple videos. I think the last one I watched, he was doing off like what was it? 2 big, huge, 6 foot long chains of firecrackers or something like that.
All right, that's an interesting comment, Hillbilly. 20 years over in 5 minutes. What the hell happened in that 5 minutes? Y'all must have really yelled at each other. Dark side.
So things are good.
Imagine you popping in.
He said his woman left him, so things are good. That was the comment before. And then he said 20 years over in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that was an ugly 5 minutes is what I'm thinking.
He said lots of fireworks.
Do you believe Pelosi tearing up the Sodu?
What, you don't game anymore either, Pyro? Wasn't that your other thing? Gaming? Pretty sure you did some gaming.
I mean, God. I mean, you know, I can't believe that. Well, no, actually, I can. She is old and demented. How old is she? She's like 80 something years old, isn't she? Sorry, I didn't mean to go all political, but I just can't imagine such a thing. I don't know where politics has gone. They just can't stand Trump. Really? Clean out of the house. Wow. That's crazy. I don't really have any new ones. I got this one, but it's not new. But check out my latest video, Dark Side. I was quite impressed. I did an excavator. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Dan. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened that kicked it off. Maybe it's been doing a while. Hell, maybe you're better off, Hillbilly. Only you can answer that question, though. Yeah, no. Yeah, John. I'll buy that. I will not disagree with that, and I know Harley won't either. Sorry. A lot of you other, not blue people here, but a lot of blue people politically are kind of the same, too. AOC.
I put my blue jeans on.
So it is 8 o'clock.
Blue jeans on.
And Wacky Wednesday with Crystal Justice should be coming on. I haven't gotten a notification yet, but that doesn't mean anything. They're usually about 30 minutes late. So I think exactly, swine flu. She is that. You know, it's funny. It's funny how some of these people that have been politicians for years and years and years and years and always cry about the poor and blah 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 and blah. And some of those are the richest suckers around because they've been in politics for years and years and years and years. That's, you know, you see it with a lot of them. They talk about giving away free shit and all that, and that's because they got plenty of money to give shit away, I guess. But they want to give away other people's stuff instead of their own stuff. So yeah, I'm heading that way too. Is she on now? Swine flu? If she's on, have you gotten a notification? Feel free.
Yeah.
Feel free to share her link right here and now if she is on. If she's gone live, put her link right here. She has implant. Hey, Arlie, she's been doing implant probably for 20, 30 years now. Oh, you're looking? Okay. Look, and put her link up, and then I'll shut down if she's live.
I haven't seen it yet. I just checked mine, checked my page. I don't see her live, and I didn't see any link yet. I
don't know. I
met with Jake and Kat though.
So did anybody fly today?
Nope. I flew my butt all the way back into town so I could go see Dad.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. That was a good choice of things to do.
Yeah, I figure if they're switching over to the final meds, I'm like, I'll go over and get one last good few minutes of visiting, and
there you go.
He was a bonus because he was wide awake and whatnot, kind of thing. So I got to visit for a few. And
so feel free to copy that link and say it's a Love My Drones raid. You know, there you go. I'm going to shut this down. And thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you.
Later,
Thanks,
Steve.
thanks for tag teaming me, brother.
No problem, bro.
Let's see.